Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the wonderful world of Hyrule. I'm your host, Girl718. Joining me on the mic today will be Amaranth. How are you today, Amaranth?
Going a little hectic, getting audio all arranged and all that. Telling Foobar to be quiet.
Did you happen to catch the crystal pendant layout there?
I did not. That was super quick, so I'll probably run back here in just a second and grab that. Just real quick getting our audio set up for the game. And cool, they're actually opening the exact same... Or, nope, they aren't opening the exact same way. It's just they're using, like... Look, are they both using the Batman?
No.
Okay, they just look very similar, and it was confusing me. Looks like we got a bottle on Slowpoke side and a glove.
Oh. Yep. Oh god. Oh. That's a thing.
I missed it.
Look at our pendant layout.
Oh boy, we're in for something interesting.
Come on in for Lumphead, please.
Give us that 1 in 10. Oh man, I've not seen that in like over a year. I actually rolled one.
It comes up every so often, but Moon Pearl's never in the right place. So, also, you might want to crop Slowpoke a little more. So everything has to be perfect for Moon Pearl on Pet. First of all, you have to have all three pendants in the light world.
You need a bow, you need a lamp.
Yep, you require to be able to get everything to kill all three bosses in the light world without needing the Moon Pearl, logically. And then, even if both of those requirements are met, you still need the darn thing on the pedestal.
Which is, like a 1 in 216.
Oh no, I mean, there's a limited number of spots for the Moon Pearl, but, like, yeah.
Well, I mean, like in a... I mean, that like just offhand, like random chance kind of thing is 1 in 216. That's the bare.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably more like 1 in 100 for Moon Pearl, though. Maybe less.
Yeah, because you have to rule out all of like Ganon's tower and stuff.
Dark World. But it's still a pretty... Yeah, I mean, once you have to meet those requirements, it's still a pretty low chance.
So if we have one, we're in
I
a very accidental oops all.
I have never seen a non-plandoed Moon Pearl on Ped. Mind you, I've seen it in Plandos, but, that doesn't count.
Particularly like some pretty bad plans where they also decided to throw an inverted image.
Yes. Especially the Plando tournament we like to run. And, some people like to be sadistic and put Moon Pearl there.
And then not think of the ramification.
Well, I mean, it's, for one thing, it's a pretty obvious plan. Just because you see the three pendants in Light World and immediately you're like, oh great, my opponent placed Moon Pearl on Ped. Well, there's one of their placements. But you get so many early items that it's kind of a smart play, but it's a pretty obvious play as well. I mean, Amaranth, if he's tracking, and he's the one tracking, not me.
Okay, I just didn't have him in Discord, so I was like,
He doesn't have
it was
to.
messing with. I was just entering panic mode, is all. Cause I was like,
I mean, clearly he's at least watching and tracking.
yeah, but it's like, like, I was worried that he pulled a me. It's like signed up for. It's like, oh man, this is a really great race that I'm watching and not participating in, and totally did before. Because that is something that I would do, and I haven't done it in forever, but it's something that would happen. Like I could totally see it happen.
I have totally done that before.
Okay, so far, the Aga scare is very, very low today, and all we really need is a Moon Pearl to get into the dark.
We both know where we want that stupid Moon Pearl to be, though.
Oh, that doesn't mean I'm not rooting. I'm just pointing out.
Alright, there's Oro.
Sounds like Discord was bugging out from. That's why. Makes sense. Correct. Getting your first
Ooh,
look at
blue
Mini
mail.
Moldorm Cave.
So,
Yeah,
chances are looking kind of... yeah, there's the Moon Pearl, of course.
darn.
Again, the stars have to align.
Hey, we got a couple of them.
I was literally about to say things aren't looking great for a Moon Pearl on Ped, because usually it's,
You find the bow.
yeah, you usually find all the stuff for the dungeons fairly quickly.
And not much in Back of Escape. I'll be curious to see if Dragonstrike continues to do the water checks after here and go check at least like Lake Hylia Island and maybe fake flipper into the water. Nope, gonna save him.
So, that's no mode Dark World access.
Yeah, the gloves were in the front of Escape. Well, the sewer in Escape, right? In the Uncle area.
Um,
I think that's where they were.
not sure.
Yeah, I think Uncle had a bottle, and then the other chest had the gloves.
And then Moon Pearl was in Mini Moldor. Ooh, Slowpoke going Agina, it looks.
You know, this weird layout, like, and you're just hunting for Moon Pearl, you really don't want Agina to kind of be like that last one location where Moon Pearl's just sitting and
Oh
just
no, he's
like killing
farming
you the entire.
rupees.
It's probably still going to continue on to Agina, I bet, and that's the first sword in Sahasha's closet for Dragonstrike.
Nice, nice. Just gonna hope they find he finds the 7 rupees for Zora between now and.
I think we had some money in Mini Moldorm Caves, so should. If not, when he makes his way to the Ice Rod Cave, there is that other boulder that he'll be able to lift and get another quick couple rupees.
True. I think that one's 20 each time.
I believe you're correct on that.
And just vanilla.
So I'm wondering if we'll also have a semi-vanilla 5-6 crystal layout once we get into the dark.
Possibly. Moon Pearl was in the mini Moldorm cave.
Yeah, it was unfortunately not on pedestal.
Someday, I tell you.
It'll happen on a race and everyone will lose their mind.
No, what I'm really hoping for is planned a tournament for it to be there, and nobody planted it. And most runners just assume, oh, my opponent planted that. And then it comes up and they're like, so who planted that? And it's like, I didn't plant it. I thought you planted it. I thought you planted it. What do you mean the seed planted it?
The seed does really weird things sometimes.
Wouldn't that just be hilarious, though?
I think it'd be amazing. Slowpoke picking up his blue mail and Moon Pearl having his full dark access. Well, not full dark access. Initial dark access now. I'm wondering if he's going to make that stop into Sahasho's closet before he goes to Dark World to pick up that first sword.
I mean, see, I am very much of the opinion just bite the bullet and do Eastern. Because, half of it's Sphere 1. Like, it's no different than skipping, say, Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, and skipping anything Sphere 1 is just really, just feels bad. But it's also like, you have Hype Cave and stuff available to you at 11 minutes in.
Yes, but Sphere 1.
I know, and that's the two sides of the brain arguing right there. Tonware, in the center of the screen between the two players, we have all the modes listed for you. There's a standard items, open sea, defeat Ganon 7/7, randomized swords.
I mean, I have just seen so many runners get hecked over by Eastern, it's not even funny.
I mean, runners heck themselves over in all sorts of ways. Not just, oh, I forgot a Sphere 1 check and I decided to do Dark World.
Oh, did I ever tell you about the most cluster hecky race ever I saw?
What happened?
So,
As
both runners...
Dragonstrike's grabbing his bottle and Gloves here getting his Dark World.
But, so, both runners hecked up pretty bad. So, one runner skipped the Mini Moldorm Cave NPC, which had a required item. And the other forced themselves into an unnecessary pedestal seed.
Oh boy, and that was our 5-6 crystals on Skullwoods and Turtle Rock.
Interesting. But, yeah. So, like, the dude who forced himself into a ped seed actually won that one.
I can imagine it's really hard to even come back to an NPC that you've forgotten because there's no indication that you've opened the NPC.
Yeah, see, like, the dude even went back at least once. I think he actually went back twice, though. And saw that all the chests were opened and was like, okay, yep, I've done this.
Maybe we need to get Vitor up on the line, have him change colors of the NPCs when they give their item or something.
But yeah, that was pretty bad. The person actually didn't find out until after he forfeited. Somebody in his chat was like, dude, you skipped Mini Moldorm NPC.
Alright, Slowpoke checking the back of Skullwoods. Getting so close to the hat.
I think we both had a second.
You almost freaking scared me on that.
That was a little close for comfort.
I can't really blame Slowpoke for running into the back and checking these real quick, just because I've seen several times this tournament just like a semi-vanilla fire rod just sitting in Skull Woods for no reason.
I mean, it's so quick. It's just, you know, few checks and you can just go on your way. I basically treat it like Overworld.
I mean, it kind of is until you get the fire rod and you have the access to the back.
So,
And kind of like how Hyrule Castle is just like a pendantless, crystal-less dungeon.
yeah. So fun fact, a lot of people think that, you know, with the soft lock key not being there anymore, that it can actually force you into a save and quit. It can't if you do it smartly. So the thing is, Mothula can never have the small key. So let's assume worst case. Let's assume that the chest in the back of Skullwoods has a key, and the big chest has a key, and you can't access the big key until after you drop in. That still leaves one more key. So as long as you do the vanilla big key chest and the right side that I think's the map chest first, and then drop in, you will always be guaranteed a key.
The other ultimate thing being too, you can always ride the what's it the
it'll take you back to where you dropped in.
Solution is to never.
Well, if you don't get a key, but that's the thing. Like, you will always be guaranteed a key by the
one key between all.
Yes.
Because otherwise, you've run out of items. Oh, hey, nice half.
Like I said, Moth cannot have the small key, and there's 3 small keys, and there's only 2 chests you can't necessarily access before you drop in.
Well, that was a cane of burnout. That'll be a nice pickup for doing blind here with such low health and.
Oh yeah, half magic blue cane is gonna make this a pretty free fight, actually. You know, get a couple hits in, and then, you know, turn on your blue cane and you're safe.
I keep looking away at exactly the wrong moments to miss exactly what's in the.
What's a small key? Yeah, I feel that. Master Sword. Also,
Very.
Dragonstrike might want to take a Death Warp and just, you know, get a health refill. Yeah. And he's gonna. Oh boy. I would go for the health refill. I don't know about you.
I mean, well, technically, he is kind of going for a health refill. If you're confident in knowing your heart placements and just how to dodge enemies in the upcoming rooms, definitely don't blame him for at least giving it a shot, because this is round 3 brackets. You can't really necessarily be affording just like take the free potions like here and there, take those deaths, because they do cost time. You don't know where exactly your opponent could be. Your opponent could have found the one item that you just barely missed, and they're now ahead of you.
Also, this sync though. Oh, nice. God Pixel. Oh, God though.
Yeah, he's got Cane and Burn. He's good. That's the other reason I think he feels pretty confident just coming to the backs. Nice long, very, very laggy invulnerability item with plenty of half magic to burn. I'm kind of surprised neither runner went to go check Hype Cave before dipping into the Skullwood Steve Town area, just because, like I said, it's a very quick 5 checks. If you could find something very important like Fire Rod or something like that, that'll like allow you to finish Skull Woods while you're in the area.
Where are you talking about? Hype Cave?
Yeah, just checking Hype Cave and like Stumpy before heading over to like the Steve Town Skull Woods area, because you do have quick access to it with the hammer.
Yes, sensor off. I mean, even a couple hearts would be nice at this rate. Oh my goodness, this sink. What is this?
They're just being copycats. Slowpoke used Mimic. It's super effective.
Before it was like almost frame for frame sinkage. Also, that's nice. The Zyzax or whatever appear to be in the health price pack.
They often seem to be, like, very commonly at least.
So there's... Is it 7 or 8? I think there's 7 price packs that have items and then one that doesn't. So, like, the odds of any one pack having something are decent.
I just linked the table. Yeah, 7 total with...
Oh, is it 6 with prizes and 1 without? Okay.
One of my resources that I just constantly keep up like that in a map of Dark Room.
Alright, Dragonstrike.
Very nice blind there for Dragon.
Single arrow.
Getting the arrow of death. Slowpoke, not very far behind with a very nice blind. Both striking blind with their first crystal at about 22 minutes 20. Now let's see where both runners. If the sync is real, they will both continue to dig game, Stumpy, and Hype Cave.
Looks like Dragonstrike's at least going that way.
And we'll get to see what sort of fun stuff Dig Game has for us too. So far, a lot of digs for what will potentially probably garbage, but
a mirror.
The mirror. Hey, that'll make routing. And so that's one of those cases. Well, I'd call it a French case. We're going Hype Cave and then Western Dark World to start before doing Thieves Town. And that's a would have been really, really nice, because then you would have gotten all these checks mirrored and then gone to Kakariko and gone to Dark World the way that you. But on back of that now going. You may have forgotten that hook shot if you decided, I'll check K45 later, or abandon it doing it.
Yeah.
So, heads or tails, you choose your poison and how you want it to lose.
So we're about to see Hype Cave.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's not looking like much left that we can find that'll make it super. So it's really got to pull a number in order to
You know.
get its numbers.
You know though. You know it is open, I think. Oh, ho, ho.
That's a bow.
Okay.
So we're getting. I was gonna say we need like a bow and some swords here to make it height.
Nice chest turn. Lamp.
Bow and a lamp.
But okay, Slowpoke's doing exactly what I was thinking. Swamp is full clearable.
Yeah, Dragonstrike looking like he's following much.
Man, this is
While you're in the.
Now the real question: do either or both of them go to Left Side Swamp? And does it have anything good?
At a 26-minute Swamp Palace dip, I think you kind of have to with as many items as you're still looking for between. We gotta go to Myers.
I mean,
so we still
I
need
don't
bits.
disagree.
We need flute. We need fire rod. We need ice.
And Turtle Rock with, yeah.
Whatever configuration of medallions we need. Like, there are still so many items that it just feels bad to leave even one item in Swamp, at least in my.
What does surprise me is that Slowpoke went here instead of Hype Cave first. But, you know, you do you.
It's however you feel. He might be comfortable with the amount of hearts that he has, figuring I've gotten all these items already. Hype Cave is probably going to be a bust as it usually is as of.
I mean, but then you have that off chance that it's like 5 required items and you feel really bad about your dip into Swamp
Or
and
there's-
yielded nothing.
Or there's like 2 swords or.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Chat talking about it feeling weird to do Swamp before Palace of Darkness, but you know, you're already in the area, and the seed's kind of just sort of slapping you in the face, saying, "Hey, do Swamp. Here's all the things that you need to get into Swamp."
Right before you reach the swamp area.
Just so happens to be. And at least, you know, like, the Hype Cave isn't really going to bite Slowpoke in this case just because it's a bow and a lamp, which aren't really going to help you too much in the Swamp Palace.
Okay, look where Slowpoke's going. Now, don't
Like I said,
flood the key. Please.
alright, looks like he knows what he's.
I have flooded the key a few times. I think we all have, and it feels bad.
I have flooded it exactly once, and it felt super. Dragonstrike heading right to the back, hoping for a God Swamp, and just hoping that there's just a map and compass over there and Big Key.
Ouch. Alright, and Dragonstrike going back first.
Yep, so a lot of checks happening. That's a compass, and that's a map. So that means we got 2 items sitting over.
Yep, also, on the flip side though, Tenweir, you have so much left for go mode that you really want to skip Left Side Swamp.
Oh, fire.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, we're about to find out if the Left Side Swamp gamble pays off.
And the other question will be if
That's a red
Dragonstrike goes
ring.
back. Not huge, but makes menu inconvenient.
Okay.
That's a no.
I mean, not strictly required, but I don't think anybody's going to be complaining about a tempered sword.
Nope, and that'll make Slowpoke's trek at the back of the boss here to Argus a little bit better, considering that he was only on. Would have been nice here for Dragonstrike because that would have put him to Tempered Sword, but hindsight, he wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not strictly required. Has Master Sword. Can kill Ganon, but, you know, one of those never required, always nice.
So either item or key here, and we got the key. So even more incentive for Dragonstrike to jump back in, check that big chest, go to left.
It was the, Saha's closet. It was, yeah. And he's saying no.
It'll be interesting to see if Slowpoke decides to dip back in for that big key item, and we'll be able to find out whether it's going to be something. Because if it's something important like Myths or Flute, he could be searching for that for quite a while before he makes.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that 3 items between the big chest and the left side? Oh my. That's a risky play there.
It's a very bold.
You just literally skipped half of your items in Swamp.
I mean, I can't really blame him for playing aggressively. Like I said, this is round 3. It's still the first game you kind of want to get. You can. So really kind of just trying to push the crystals and kill the bosses that you can, just get done with the done. It's really kind of appealing because it'll push your time. But like I said, if that one few chances where that Swamp Palace big chest has a required item, it's going to come back. The Tempered would be nice, but there's still a chance that he finds one more sword out there in the wild somewhere, and the difference between Tempered and Butter isn't super huge.
True. But if there's something in that big chest, I do wonder if Slowpoke goes back and gets the big chest. Seems unlikely, but at the same time,
I feel like he might. Yeah, he's going for it. Like I said, it's kind of that mentality of, I still have so many items that I need, I really don't want to be leaving anything behind at this point.
plus Swamp is so slow to open.
Yeah, whereas at least on Dragonstrike's side, he's looking at it from the perspective of, I got my bow, I got my lamp, let's just nosedive into Palace of Darkness and get those items from there. Palace of Darkness always has some sort of progression, so let's get going there.
Mm-hmm. It's just 10 arrows. And a mushroom and pod. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Fetch Quest.
Gotta press the switch.
Sometimes that switch just doesn't want to work.
Yeah, Tanweer, I gotta agree with you there. Dragon is good.
It's sort of that difference between like playing aggressively versus playing carefully. And both have their advantages and disadvantages. So.
Big chest was just 10 arrows, I think.
Correct. It was nothing significant.
You're welcome. And then there was a sword and the red meringue on left side Swamp. You know, though, there is one thing that people severely underestimate. And that's
and that
menu time. which boomerangs help significantly with.
Oh yeah, that's why whatever first boomerang I find.
Yeah, because it's like people think nothing of the boomerangs, and really they don't help that much. But there is one thing they help with, and that's menus. And that can take up extra minute, 2 minutes, which, you know, doesn't seem like that much, but I've seen in races won by a lot less.
I mean, we've had plenty of races this tournament, not even just Challenge Cup, but also in the main tournament, and some other recent matches lately where it's come down to literally seconds, and even had ties over this. So it's like, you think if you had menued slightly faster in just that one run, it wouldn't have been a tie, you would have won.
Yeah, exactly.
If you had made one less screen transition, because each screen transition is a full second.
Exactly, so it's like those menu times add up. There's mitts!
Nice. Mitts in the back of pods. There's almost always something in pod. That, like I said, that's why I kind of agree with Dragonstrike's mentality. Get to pod, you got the bow, it's clearable, let's do this. Let's just nosedive into these dungeons, get all these items, let's go. That's the part of playing aggressively that kind of works towards his favor.
Yeah. And potion. Nice chest turn that almost made me miss the item. Key. And the chest will have
Just some bombs.
So Helma will have the compass, but it is a crystal, so might as well go do that.
Yep, just kill him and start planning on what you want to do from here.
Oh my god,
wow.
the ice rod!
That is a nice rod. And I have no idea when exactly Dragonstrike will make his way back to front of escape. So that could be big for Slowpoke there.
Hi, angry kitty.
She wants attention because everyone else is asleep.
Everyone's asleep. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's our weekend. We all have weird schedules in this household.
Except the cat. Also, I don't think I have any room to talk, judging by the fact that my sleep schedule can swing 12 hours in a day.
Alright, so making our way down to the Zelda cell, let's see if there's anything else interesting or of note down here. Maybe like a flute or something else scary that... I didn't check Slowpoke's inventory. I think is it just the map maybe that's left here in Dark Cross?
I'm not sure. I don't think he ever checked back of escape though yet. Did he?
He did, because he has the key, which was in the back of escape.
Alright. It's 10 arrows. But
Okay,
that ice rod. That ice rod
is going to be big.
That could be game, honestly.
It all depends on when Dragonstrike decides to do front of escape at this point, right? I mean, he'll eventually run out of places that he has to look, and will eventually want to round it in somewhere. He just knows that Ice Rod can't be on fast.
Or Trinex.
Which may draw him away from the castle area a little bit, depending on routing, but he's going to get pushed there eventually.
So the only things that Ice Rod are blocking this seed are Ganon's Tower, Trinex, and Pyramid Fairy. So Ice Rod can be anywhere else. And that's bad. I mean, just yesterday, last night we saw race 1 because Rick went to Turtle Rock and decided to gamble that and made the right gamble because it was on the last chest of laser bridge that he checked.
Where it belongs, of course.
So, that's the kind of crazy stuff that the Ice Rod hunt can cause.
Yep. And we do have Dragonstrike going. Looks like he's at least going to check Pyramid, probably Catfish. Don't know if he's going to dip into Escape, but if he does, it's going to keep him in a very good position in this race.
I mean, we can hope for his sake.
This is basically his last shot. Those are silver arrows.
There's
and
powder.
Magic.
Come on, Dragon. Near. No.
Doesn't look like.
Oh, God.
It may be a while at this point now that he'll decide to make that dip into Escape.
I mean, it's a little early to call it game, but there's a strong possibility.
I definitely would not call it game because he can go back there at any time once he starts realizing I'm really starting to miss this. And
yes,
there's, I think, 3.
Here's the thing, right? Like, so many people just are like, I'm just gonna orphan the front of Escape and hope there's nothing here.
Yeah, and Oro and Chad actually pointing out, like I was saying, this is where Slowpoke's thoroughness is actually going to pay him off instead of playing aggressively like Dragonstrike is. Because now he has that Ice Rod, and like I said, we don't know when Dragonstrike will make his way back there. In the meantime, Slowpoke looks like he's going to head towards the Pod Eastern area. He'll have his Tempered Sword before. And after this Catfish Zora area check, I wouldn't be too surprised to see Dragonstrike head off, finish the Moth, and then probably start doing like Ice Palace and maybe finally.
Mm-hmm.
Because between Paradox, Spiral Cave, dipping into Hera, going Dark Death Mountain because you got the gloves and hook shot, there's about what, like 15 some odd checks up there? It's very appealing.
Oh my goodness, Ben, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness, welcome everybody. 42-person raid from Ben Cretan. Everybody give him a follow.
Folks. So far we have a pretty interesting match going on so far. Slowpoke had just found the Ice Rod in the front of Escape, and Dragonstrike just missed his one opportunity where he could easily mirror into front of Escape, so we are not sure when he's going to make his way back there. But aside from that, Dragonstrike being up on crystals 3-2 on Slowpoke here.
There's Tempered.
Yep, so Slowpoke going to be able to start cutting through bosses here in a moment.
So for the people just joining us, we have a open Ganon 7-7 random swords standard items race between Slowpoke316 and Dragonstrike1988. This is round 3 of the brackets, and this is game 1 of this matchup. So what we're looking at right now, Slowpoke's gonna get his mitts and his mushroom, but Slowpoke has gotten a tempered sword from Left Side Swamp, which Dragonstrike opted out of, as well as an Ice Rod in the front of Escape, which could be very bad for Dragonstrike. And that's currently where we stand, I think.
Yeah,
as far as
looks
major
like
difference.
Dragonstrike is going to continue along the North Dark World here, going to hit up graveyard ledge along the way to Skull Woods and maybe check a peek at a Bumper Cave.
Oh my goodness. But this has been a very interesting race. Slowpoke's
We have
been...
almost vanilla pendant.
Yep. Slowpoke's been very thorough about his routing, where Dragonstrike's been quite a bit more aggressive, but we'll see how this plays out. I'm quite concerned about that Ice Rod, but otherwise, this could really go either way.
I mean, it'll occur to Dragonstrike eventually that he is...
Where was Bombos?
He has orphaned something... Bombos? That's good.
Eastern. That could be required. Ew.
Which could be the hunt that Dragonstrike needs in order to catch up. Well, not necessarily catch up, but
Also,
give him more time to find that.
Also, yeah, we found Dragonstrike's menu slot, as chat's calling it. So that's good. Yeah, I've actually, I remember mentioning that during the spoiler tournament. It's like, you know, you don't really care about the boomerang for item usage, but in such a execution heavy race, that could easily, you know,
The menu time, or if you have to dip all the way towards a full left power.
Exactly.
And you use the boomerang and hook shot to get through the...
Because in such an execution heavy race, that could easily, you know, save a minute, 2 minutes, which is very significant in a spoiler race.
Slowpoke getting a little bit lost in the dark maze.
Yeah. Belthedus, it was in front of Escape.
For all times and sakes considered for Dragonstrike, it is in the very first chest, so at least there's that.
I mean, yes, but a lot of top runners don't like doing front of Escape. Yes, Fajito Knight, there's a lot of sprites, you know, if you go through the sprite list on altpr.com, you know, the main randomizer website, there's a lot of them. I think well over 200 at this point, if not into the 300s.
I know, I'm pretty sure there's at least 200, and I usually scroll through the selection catalog that's in the options in the top right, so that way you can see each sprite in a little bit more detail. It actually tells you who made each sprite, so if you really like that sprite, you could, you know,
Wait,
send
where
a
was
message and be
it?
like, hey, you know, thank you for making that sprite. In the top right options on the randomizer page, there's like a sprite layout under help sprite options.
Huh. Interesting.
Like I said, it shows them in a little bit more detail. The only thing that I would like a little bit more out of that, and that it's, you know, it requires programming and people's time, obviously, would be if you could just like sort of scroll through it and see what the options are for like blue Mallow, that sprite, red Mallow, that sprite, bunny sprite. Like I think that would be cool, but like I said, that's time.
Yeah. I mean, back when I started playing Rando, there actually were no additional sprite options. Everybody had to play as the vanilla Link.
Back at my
That didn't get added till V21 or 22. I can't remember which.
Slowpoke taking down his almost.
Yep.
Getting his third.
I mean, Dragonstrike might look ahead in crystals, but oh man, that one check.
Slowpoke's gonna be making. Yeah, between that one check and Slowpoke having Tempered Sword being able to tear through now, he's gonna be able to make up some.
Wait, is this not guaranteed to be a key?
In this case, no. I believe it was some sort of item, but I don't think it was anything. It's not a guaranteed key. It's just a very high likelihood chance of being.
Oh, it's Bugman. Okay. Also, I know, but there's like key logic where you can figure that out. That I wasn't bothering to pay attention to. William, I mean, the restreamer has to manually, like...
If it gets a little bit too much more out of sync, I'll fix it, but a couple seconds isn't going to be super.
Yeah.
So Dragonstrike making the Ice Palace.
Yep. Let's see what's in here.
3 items, relatively quick if you can find the items.
Ooh, freezers are in the really nice pool. It's got a little of everything: berries, full magic, bombs.
The pen.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like those don't quite look like freeze.
They're Ice Palace enemies that are exclusive to Ice Palace. What can I say?
They are evil penguins with.
Actually, I think freezers don't have any price drops.
They are in the empty prize drop. There's that bomb.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see if Slowpoke full clears and finishes out Armos here, or getting the items in here. I don't remember if Armos has an item on.
I think so. Wait, you can seriously hear that?
And that is a small key there in Ice Palace. We'll be able to jump over real quick the Hammerlock hook shot locked side over here and get those.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's an item on our. Slowpoke gonna finish.
236 sprites apparently. Thank you.
So yeah, if this is nothing here in Eastern Palace, this is just time that Slowpoke's sort of giving to Dragonstrike more to find that. But if it is something, it's another chance of just wonderment of when Dragonstrike will be back here to get whatever the important item. Alright, we got Silver Arrows, Armor Snipe, Blink, and you'll. And
Just a piece of heart.
but that clears out the area for Slowpoke, and he'll never have to come back here again. So at least he has the piece of.
Plus, if pet's required, let's see, what is our pet hype index? We could have Samaria, we could have Flute, could have a medallion.
Could be Boots.
Could be required boots. Yep.
So Pedestal still sort of hanging in there. And Ice Battle's pretty much just being a bust, except for a bunch of heart pieces and.
Also, yeah, keep to ether could be a thing.
I mean, I'm sure we could just fill it out now. Misery Mire is going to be Ether, and Turtle Rock's going to be Quake. It's been free, it's been vanilla like the past 6.
Right.
Begs that ever silly question: is this even random? Nice quick kill with Cold Stare there on Dragonstrike side, just making a quick. Almost safe and quitting out of there before getting his.
Oh my, that would have been bad.
Alright, I do not know where Slowpoke is heading right. Is he just heading to ice? Yep, looks. Meanwhile, Dragonstrike is going to make his way. So I'd like to take a moment here while we're re-seeing Ice Palace again and wandering around in the dark with the old man. Give these two runners a follow, putting us on a show for us today. Give us something to watch and on. And as well, give a follow to our my co-commentator Math Girl here and our tracker Oro. Always doing some very nice work, either between commentating, restreaming, tracking, doing all sorts of work to get these matches provided to you here at the Go Mode Podcast Twitch. And speaking of that, take a good check out to the Go Mode Podcast itself over at gomodepodcast.com or wherever you get your. Also, feel free to check out our Discord being linked in the channel here in just a moment, where we have things like the bi-weekly seed, good community engagement between people who have new questions that are very new to the randomizer, or, you know, as I was saying, want to play our bi-weekly seed and have a little bit of spice in your life and play something different, like a swordless seed for the first time. That one. Fun. There was nothing dubious or terrible about that.
Hey, just wait till I start rolling seeds.
You never know. And Dragonstrike now, finally getting our first look up here at Paradox Cave. Plethora of items up here, like I was saying earlier, about like 14, 15 checks between both Light World and Dark. Yes, and as Umaga points out, a new episode of the Go Mode podcast does drop tonight/tomorrow, so keep an ear out for whatever.
This is a really stupid question, but what the heck is a podcast?
Podcast is basically a call formatted, basically like a.
I am too young to have ever listened to a radio show.
The term more podcast coming from when around like the early days of the iPod, where instead of doing it on doing a basically radio show that would air exclusively to say iTunes or something like that, where you would just download it onto your iPod and that was your podcast.
What's it about exactly?
So a podcast can be about anything in particular, but the Goma podcast, being notably about randomizer. That's the flute up there in Super Bunny Cave.
Oh my.
I know, Lamaga, it's scary how young Math Girl is. It's not fun.
I was born in 95. It wasn't really allowed near the internet till I was 14.
Ether required for Turtle Rock today.
That sounds boring, not gonna lie.
Ooh, and we also got the cape up here in Hookshot Cave. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on up here, really killing our pet in. And that was also the shovel. Did Dragonstrike peek at the floating island, or is he blind checking it? Because I did not actually catch it. I was busy ranting off about Go. Oh, hey, there's the third sword. That's actually a very nice pickup.
Yeah, given the fact that we're not going to be... Oh, no. You might want to fix that.
Hold on to things for me.
Yes, I'm old enough to drive. I'm 24. I have a driver's license. You might want to fix... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was just a matter of... Well, it actually fixed it. All things in time, I'm not a magician. I can't fix everything all at once. I wish I could. But yeah. Sometimes they...
So it's not that we didn't have internet, it's that my mother did not want me to get addicted to the internet, as she put it.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our first item in Hera. So looks like the second one is either in the basement or on mobile.
I think we got internet, according to my mom, around the time I was 3 or 4. Or at least my dad had access to it.
Very nice, very quick Moldorm there, and our last item in Hera is in
Fun fact, I never played a video game till I was 9. And my first video game was Pokemon Ruby.
Hey, why not start on a Pokemon?
I did not play a Zelda game till I was 20.
Oh, wow. Dragonstrike saying, nope, let's leave that last item in Hera and let's check out what's going on in Spectral Rock, and nothing really of importance, so probably going to be skipping on into...
Alright, let's see what's here.
I mean, at this point now, we're looking for only a handful of items.
I mean, we know where Ether is. We don't know where Cave is. Oh, wait. No, we know.
We know where...
Yeah, it's on Bumper Cave.
Oh, it is? Okay, I missed... Slowpoke making his way up the... And Dragonstrike off to go activate... So if you're Dragonstrike, where do you think you're going now? There's still plenty of places that he has...
I mean, I would check Meyer Medallion first of all. Just for the sake of knowledge. And if it's Bombos... Well, actually, I would go get Ether first and then check it. Because then you got a 2/3 chance of just being able to go straight in. Which looks like he's doing.
What if also it's like a French vanilla can of Samari and it's just sitting in mire for no...
Oh gosh, I forgot we don't have... Oh, you? Gross.
Mm.
I mean, I think the Link to the Past any percent world record is, what, 1 minute and 31 seconds?
It's pretty quick.
And like 22 seconds of that is cutscene of Zelda talking.
And also the death streams from stealing...
I mean, to be fair, they used that in the Switch speedruns, I think, too.
Well, I mean, who has time to collect 980
Right?
Slowpoke getting their information now about the Turtle Rock. Does Slowpoke know that the Ether is on Bumper Ledge? Or is it just Dragon?
I'm not sure. Maybe Oro can tell us?
Oh, wisdom of Yeet. That's a can of magic.
Oh. Okay, so, we're in 2/3 times 1. So we're in 1 in 33 go mode, I think? Or no mode?
Plus 4% boost.
Or, no, 32 sorry, that's the, hold on. Let me math. There's a 1 in 3 chance
I mean,
of
that
it
is
being...
your...
There's a 1 in 66 chance we're not in... Or, no, you know what? I give up.
33% chance that we have the that we're locked out, plus 4% chance based on if the big key is on tour.
Yeah.
So we're looking at around an 85, a solid B chance of being in no mode right now.
So let's see. There's the So that's 22 out of. I give up.
Math is hard.
I think that's 22 out of 66 plus 3 out of 66. So 25 out of 66 chance that we're not in no mode?
Maybe.
Probability and statistics was not my strong suit, folks. There's Ether for Dragonstrike.
Yep, I'm gonna go turn in that purple chest.
I'm surprised Slowpoke hasn't done Magic Bat.
Well, like Dragonstrike, he'll probably be driven that way on his way to go activate the flute. And probably checking the dig spot along the way, too. And then once he has that Gain of Samari, he's probably going to be pretty much go-moding everything, aside from whether he actually knows where that ether is or not.
I mean, he knows that, but, let's see what Meyer is. Let's see what it is. It is ether. So, that's a 21 and 22 chance that we're in go mode. Or no mode, anyway.
94% chance of being in go mode. Hey, there's Quake.
Okay, well.
Why not just have all the medallions?
So, you know, this is really bad for Dragonstrike. Because he can do literally pretty much everything except for the Bonk Rocks and the King's Tomb and the 2 tablets and the Pyramid Fairy and Ganon's Tower from Trinex.
Yeah, and he may gamble at its internal rock before he decides, hey, let me check front of escape.
Yeah. So this is looking pretty strong for Slowpoke. Slowpoke.
Oh, he's going to get the ether medallion.
Yes, but I'm slightly concerned he's not getting his Samaria.
Well, he may do that while he's here. I mean, you gotta go to the Dark World to get the blacksmith anyway.
Yeah.
Details, right?
Yeah, exactly. If he does Smith.
Exactly, Earl. Why doesn't he route this like he knows everything? We know everything.
I mean, here's the thing. Slowpoke's been very thorough about his routing.
Yeah, and he still can be. He's just coming and picking up the item that he knows that he needs to get.
True.
Except he's going to be fleeing away now.
No.
But the decent part for him is the fact, at least, that with having been so thorough, he's going to run out of options to find that Canis Mario really quickly. Whereas Dragonstrike is going to be on that hunt for that Ice Rod for quite a bit. Because he still has the 1 item in Hera, left side Swamp, 3 item. He'll likely check TR first for the Ice Rod.
So Mario is on Magic Bet. Oh, good.
I know, Tom will talk. Batman skipping out on. It's a little sketchy. He needs to return and see Alfred, pick up his Canis Mario from. Slowpoke could also be thinking pet at this point because he has cleared Eastern Palace so far. I don't think he dip. I saw him dip Tower Hera because I was too busy looking at Dragonstrike's side. But Kane, in his mind, could very well just be sitting on. But Desert being boots lock kind of hurts that index just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is Slowpoke gonna grab that red man? Allow him to play a little bit more aggressively on these bosses. And looking like he's heading towards Skull Woods. Oh, is Slowpoke doing the thing? Is he gonna do Blacksmith?
Oh, please.
That looks like what he's doing. I can't really imagine what else he'd be doing going this way.
Yeah, probably. Yep. That's a frog check.
So after this, Slowpoke very likely entering Go mode, and then we'll just be a couple dungeons out from heading up to that Ganon.
Yeah, let's just hope that 1 in 22 chance doesn't happen today.
I mean, you never know. And if it is, maybe boots are up in Ganon's tower. Who knows?
Was there even anything required in a pendant dungeon? I don't think there was.
Bombos was an
not
Eastern.
required.
That was really nothing. Hera had nothing, and Deathless we didn't really get to see any item.
So yeah,
Well, it
nothing.
might have been just one item. So yeah, so far nothing. In fact,
So unless boots are required and they're in a pendant or behind a pendant.
and Dragonstrike now checking out Desert Palace. And at right around the minute 20 and 45 second mark or so, Slowpoke is entering go mode.
Oh, Schrodinger's go mode.
Do I need my left boot go mode? Yeah, you left Alfred the birthday present. You always leave present for your butt. He does good work. Okay, so only one item left in the desert between
I
Lanmo
think
and
we're
the
gonna
big
get
chest, but it's
a.
boot.
I think we're gonna get a bird toss. The way he was avoiding that bird, so.
Hey, for good luck.
No. You avoid the bird and then don't throw the bird? Why?
Just to tease us, I suppose.
I miss memes in this community.
I mean, sometimes they still happen.
Just go back and watch the first main tournament and you'll see.
Alright, we're starting to hit up that point where Dragonstrike is running out of places to check for that ice rod.
Also, Ice Rod was front of Escape. You're welcome.
Just $5 for that green pennant, nothing really of super worth.
So that's a confirmation of nothing in pendants, I think. Because boots sure can't be in desert.
Nope, and now Dragon gonna be making that turtle rock dip, seeing if that may be where Ice Rod is. It's home on Laser Bridge, but today unfortunately not.
Oh no, Dragon, please.
It's a good call by his part. 5 items up there, and if it's there, in his mind, hey, I win if it's here.
Oh, gosh.
It's just tough to see having the foresight that no, Dragon, this is indeed not the right place. And having to dodge those pesky dead rocks. There's a big key for Slowpoke, and he'll be heading back towards Viddy in just a moment here. Yes, Bellatus. While Dragonstrike is 2 crystals ahead, Slowpoke will be picking up one of those here in just a moment, and Skullwoods is also a very fast crystal. However, Slowpoke is in go mode, having all the items that he needs complete, whereas Dragonstrike is still looking for that Ice Rod. And with Dragonstrike going to have to be playing through Turtle Rock twice here, that's quite a bit of a time investment. And Silver Arrow Vitreous, very, very quick fight. You're allowed one miss of an arrow in order to one cycle it. Knocking off Vitreous and picking up that 5th crystal, and probably on his way to Skullwoods now to finish off the giant moth. I think the thing that I'm most worried about here for Dragonstrike's sake is finding something like the book or something like that that'll just send him a little bit even farther down the spiral of not going to front of escape for that Ice Rod.
This is why I was saying earlier there was a decent chance of that being game. Just because so many people skip front of escape, so they absolutely have to check it.
Yeah, but I really don't feel that, especially as of late, especially during this tournament so far, because my last like 4 tournament seeds, I believe, have had something in front of escape. So I don't know if that's just me personally, but I do not like leaving things in front of escape, especially not this tournament anymore.
You know, if I'm ever in a challenge cup, I'm thinking I'll just roll all of the seeds for the races I'm in, just because I know how to play Master Girl seeds and I know what they do to people.
They make you hurt a lot. And Dragonstrike doing that new, more popular check, checking the big key chest before, or the big chest before doing Mimic Cave. It's a little bit faster, just if the one item that you're looking for in Go mode just happens to be in that chest and mirroring, checking Mimic Cave, and doing all that.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, like 2 tournament main tournament admins, and remember, they don't even believe in bad seed rollers, acknowledge that my seeds are awful.
I believe a lot of people's seeds are awful. Every seed is awful in its own unique, terrible way.
Have you not seen what Math Girl seeds do?
I've seen what they do. Have you seen what Marith seeds do? They're equally as bad. They put
No,
they create Master Sword Shovel and a hook shot on Trinex. Slowpoke getting that 6th crystal, gonna be making his way up to Turtle Rock and start clearing through his final dungeon. in just a moment here.
So, fun fact, and this is a lesson to all of you out there, I have seen a race lost because somebody mirrored in front of Mimic Cave instead of in front of Spiral Cave.
Ooh, that's the wrong one to mirror in front of. Hey, those are boots.
Yep.
That's 2 more checks for Dragonstrike to look for that pesky ice rod.
Because he had to reclimb Turtle Rock where he could have just dropped down and he would have won.
It's all about just those little bits of knowledge and being able to do those couple things at sea.
If they're boots.
So Dragonstrike running back up. Where are you headed? Did he skip Spiral?
Maybe. What's that? Oh, no? Oh, Hera Basement.
Ah. Yeah, I was a little confused as to where he was going on.
Oh man, poor Dragonstrike. So we're in no mode, but there's
Well, go mode on Slowpoke.
Well, no, because there's a good chance he doesn't do Laser Bridge.
The key was all the way at the end of Laser Bridge. He might.
Was there a
end up...
big key or a small key in the lava chest? Because if no, then he's probably not doing it.
I'm not.
Okay, so he is gonna have to. Okay, that's good at least.
There is a small chance that he will pick it up. Because sometimes, yeah, I don't know. He might search for a couple more hearts or something. He does have the right. He did pick up the. So he may be feeling pretty confident in his heart count, depending on the key situation when we get.
Wait, who were we talking about?
Slowpoke.
Why would
Finishing
he be at
Laser
all
Bridge, getting
uncomfortable?
the. Well, whether he checks all the chests on Laser Bridge to get those boots that he does not know are.
I mean, there's a very good possibility boots aren't even required, but you know.
That 1 in 22 chance, if he skips them, and that big key is on tour, could send him all around the world trying to find it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, another life lesson for all you runners out there, don't ever drink a potion while transitioning at all, especially through doorways and dungeons.
Yeah, don't accidentally cause a major glitch to happen.
I mean, unless you know what you're doing and it's in a mode where that's allowed. In that case, go right ahead. But, yeah, we almost had that happen the other day, like, not that long ago. I forget which runner that was. Was that you, or was that someone else?
No, I can't YBA worth my life.
I just remember they drank a red potion going through this door past Landmo 2, and it was like, Monk S, don't do that. Was it Leslie? It might have been.
I know, someone did it last night.
Wait, they actually YBA'd?
Well, he had already lost at that point, but oh yeah,
Oh.
P.R.D. Wong.
Oh, pretty well probably knew exactly what he was doing, though.
Oh yeah, he was doing it just for show. But still, it's all in good fun, right?
Yeah. You know, I imagine that was very much intentional on his part.
Yeah, or I'm a little worried about that too. Dragonstrike might be thinking that Pet is the answer. Pet is where
No.
the Ice Rod is now that he does have the boot.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
So we could see a Pet pull before he even gets to that front of escape there, and that would be kind of unfortunate. Yeah, no key is going to Laser Bridge. I'm pretty sure Slowpoke picks the boots up because I think the key was the very last. So Slowpoke will be in 100% go mode. And Slowpoke is on to the Trinex fight here in just a moment. While Dragonstrike made quick work of that Armos Knight, picking up his blue pet, and is probably on his way to Desert Palace to kill off a land.
So Slowpoke 100% go mode, doesn't have to worry about anything.
Yep. And Tempered Sword Trinex is going to be a very quick fight here. Let's get big key guessing game going here then, because we're going to be hop, skipping, and jump over to Ganon's Tower here in a moment. Get your guesses in chat 1 to 22 where you think the Ganon's Tower big key is going to be today. Earn yourself some points on our.
Oh my gosh, Minnow Chin, that's a really cute emote.
Alright. We've got about 30 seconds to about a minute here before he is in the tower. Guessing will cut off once he has entered the.
Yep. So really, I've always wondered, why do we cut it when they enter the tower instead of right before they see or open the first item?
It's much more of a hard point, right? Like, because you don't know which way they're going to go when they go left or right. A lot more defined. It's just like, nope, tower.
True.
13 points on the line today. We are going full left, or at least starting left. Just some bombs on the first check of the rip boot.
So not required boots, but boots are always good to have.
Certainly makes doing the climb just a little bit. And that is land mode down for Dragonstrike. 2 just small key. 3 some bombs. 4 another small key. Stuttering the stream just a little bit. And another small key. That is 3 of our small chest small key. Of, I believe, 4 total.
Yes, there are 4 in chests.
And 6 was just a map there.
Ice Rod is in front of Escape. Also, we're about to get a blind pet pull. We don't know what's there, but we know it's useless. Let's hope
Setting
it's
up the
not
victory
book.
bomb.
It is. Oh God, no! I
Oh,
just had to say something. I just had to say something, didn't I?
and open your mouth. Now he's gonna be on his way to the pedestal, to the tablet. 7, just some bombs. Off to the random.
Open mouth, insert foot.
Do you want to do some fetch quest? I heard you're looking for an ice rod.
It's not gonna be there, but you know, it could be anywhere.
Here, what number are we on? I lost.
I don't know. 11?
That was 11, so we're coming up on 12 on Bob. Oh, Dragonstrike.
Feels bad, man.
It feels awful, man.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Dragonstrike has lost at this point.
And 12 is the big.
So.
Well, I don't know. Slowpoke could fall 17 times to Ganon or die on the climb here. It's basically Slowpoke's game.
And to some.
Never. Congratulations, Antism, for winning the Big Key guessing game with the guess of 12, scoring 13 points today, and an unlimited access to the Go Mode podcast episodes, getting your 39th episode later tonight. So Slowpoke taking the quick dive off the bridge, so that way he can just dash across the whole way and not have to worry about the cannonballs. Always love that little bit of.
And he's about to get the bad news that nope.
This is still not the. Something has gone horribly wrong.
Oh man, that's gotta feel bad.
Yeah, it looks like he did skip Spiral Cave. Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, it's just kind of that case of, does playing very thoroughly with your routing pay off, or does playing very aggressively? And a lot of times, aggressively will be just fine. When you're looking for just that one item in an odd spot that you've decided to just leave behind forever, it's gonna get you eventually.
See, here's the thing. When I roll seeds, I know that it's always gonna pay off just thoroughly, just because, yeah. There's an advantage to knowing how your seeds roll. No one has played more Math Girl seeds than I have.
Except maybe future you.
Oh god, he's doing left side swamp and feet. Oh god, Dragonstrike, no!
Well, he'll have his buttered sword.
Yeah, way too late.
Not that Buttersaur would make too much of a huge difference anyway at this point.
Actually saves 0 time in the Ganon fight if you know how to do it right.
Yeah, if you can 1+1 Ganon, it's not really much of a... It's just a save on all the other bosses up until...
Yeah. Alright, time for Agatu.
Geometry Wars.
Nice. Double.
As long as you can pull off doubles, you're in pretty good shape.
Oh.
Oh, baby, a trip. 2-3-1. Very, very nice.
Clean.
Lanubia, the Butter Sword is the level 4 sword, the yellow sword, that you would normally get from the...
Grumble, 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 grumble. Seriously, you were supposed to bring food. You are the food, though. Why bring food when it's being freshly roasted?
Yeah, kind of like the fact that we're cooking pig with bacon, but that's just small.
Oh no, silver is my one true weakness.
And fun fact here for anyone who doesn't necessarily know, when shooting Ganon with the silver arrows, once he is knocked into the edge of the arena, he cannot be shot anymore. But if you shoot him towards the middle of the arena
Nice
or anywhere that
silverless hit.
You're right, the frame perfect. If you knock him into, say, a torch or towards the middle of the room, that is how you get multiple shots in on Ganon in one strike.
And GG and Dragonstrike. Gonna get his Ice Rod soon, but it is far too late. GG Slowpoke.
GG. Crossing that bridge with an official SRL time, if I can do the layers correctly, in order of 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 8. Dragonstrike here shortly after, gonna receive the bad news that this lone blue guard has been guarding the item that he's been needing. The
Hello, GG's.
Everybody,
GG.
GG Slowpoke.
GG Dragonstrikes. I saw what happened. Sorry about the Ice Rod hunt.
It happens. Ice Rod is always rude.
True.
Was a Samaria hunt for Slowpoke, but yeah, that was... so that was quite an interesting race. So...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No.
I was about to say, yeah, with the Kanon bat for my quote-unquote go mode, even though I wasn't actually in go mode at that point, still need the boots, possibly, but it was interesting.
Yeah, for the last 6% go mode, but it's like...
I've been burned by the big Keon torch way too many times to be like, all right, we're definitely go mode. There's always that chance.
And it's always racking the back of your mind.
So, I don't know if you saw what was on PED, Slowpoke.
I saw it in the replay with the book on PED.
So, yeah, Dragonstrike pulls that.
Yay.
Ugh. Rando going to Rando.
I literally said, like, a second before it came out, it's like, I hope it's not book. And then he pulls the book, and it's like, I just had to say something. So,
Here you go. Have some more fetch.
I am sorry.
Oh, you need to go to escape in order to be go mode? Well, too bad. You should go to you should go check out these couple of other checks. You know, Bombos, Ether. Go check those out instead.
But hey, shoutouts to full inventory minus a shield.
Welp.
Keeping the tracker busy. By the way, shoutouts to the tracker today.
Oh yeah, that's
That was-
Fioro.
I mean, aside from that Ice Rod hunt, Dragonstrike, you're looking pretty good this seed up until we knew to look into that, because you're just strong diving dungeons and just being able to just hammer. Were you just really hoping, like, sort of, like, once items started to get down to nothing, like, yeah, Ice Rod's probably in, like, Rock, or you...
Yeah, I was hoping for the same thing, that Ice Rod is in Turtle Rock or around Turtle Rock, or at least behind the mids or something, but yeah, well. I also was really hoping for something to be in Ice Palace, but yeah, well, empty as well. Thanks, game.
Yeah, I saw Palace unusually dry today. Like, it was just, like, a bunch of health, and I think maybe like a 5.
Maybe, but at least a hard piece in the hard container.
So,
Want to see some sort of progression, but not going to snub your nose at the hard container.
So I saw you're planning to do a standard escape. I'm assuming that's because of what happened here.
A little bit, yes. At least I can't skip escape in standard.
True.
At least leave.
Well, that's true.
True.
If you manage to escape in standard, you're doing something wrong.
Fun fact, if you get a green potion, you can do it with major glitches.
Oh, I'll look forward to them getting a green potion in the house on the
There's a YBA from the Uncle Cave to Thieves Town. Just a fun fact for anybody who's curious. Actually, I think red potion also works, but yeah.
Well, I think we're about ready to wrap up here. Any final thoughts on the seed or anything you guys want to?
All I wanted to say is GG Slowpoke. Looking forward to the next match. Thank you guys for commentary, tracking, and restreaming, and all of that stuff. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, GG's Dragonstrike. Yeah, thank you for everyone that's watching, restreamer, tracking, commentary. Bomb jumps are still stupid.
All right, with that, I think we'll wrap things up.
All right, I guess I can go and turn mic on since
It's been a pleasure commentating, and Emrith, I'll leave you with the last words.
But yeah, we are finished with game number 1. Game number 2 is coming up possibly same time Thursday. 12 noon Eastern time Thursday, maybe.
Anyone else getting that audio?
We do know it is going to be
I didn't.
a
Oh, I think we're getting some weird audio bleed back. So that was just a weird like. I have been Amaret. This has been my co-commentator Math Girl with our tracker Oro today on doing the restream here on the Gomo Podcast Twitch. Make sure to give us a follow. Give our runners a follow. We wouldn't have a match to present without Slowpoke or today. Go check out the Gomo Podcast if you haven't checked it out by now. GomoPodcast.com or wherever you normally get your podcast delivered to you via Spotify or whatever service you use. Check out our Discord being linked in the chat below. We will see you all next time for some Challenge Cup action. We have a couple more matches left today between here and ZSR being aired. We will catch you next time.
Night, everybody. Good day.